Let's go. All right, dude. So, give everybody a little light taste. Where you're from? Who is STEVEO CAPPAS?
Oh man. Well, actually, originally my name isn't STEVEO. STEVEO is a nickname that I got over the years. My name's actually is Steve, which most people think like, everyone calls me Steve, Stevie, STEVO, and all this crazy stuff. But STEVO is like my actual identity that I live through, because all the DJing, the crazy entertainment and stuff like that, that's just from New York, and I live through that, and it makes me feel good about myself knowing that I have my own identity that I can identify with. Because when my friends or people that I'm going to DJ in front of, they go, "Oh my God, it's STEVO, what's up?" It's like it's fun. So it's great to have my own identity that people can recognize, and I love socializing with people, so it's awesome to have that.
Awesome, man. Awesome. All right, man. So you've been DJing for about 15 years, since you were 15 years old. I mean, way before EDM was mainstream. Who or what made you want to DJ at such a young age?
Dude, that is a really tricky question, because when I actually started getting, to be honest, I'm 23 right now, so yeah, we're talking at least 8 years, and it's changed every single year for me, and I love the music scene. Like, when I first started, I was just like, I worked for an entertainment company doing private parties, actually dancing. Yeah. And dancing was my thing, because I had fun with it, and then I was like, oh, DJing looks fun, so let me try this. Tried it, and I was like, I loved it. So what inspired me even more was people like David Guetta and Laid Back Luke and Jonathan Peters, people like that, because in New York, they're well known. I was even as big, and some of the radio stations that I grew up on in New York were they're a lot of fun. And I always just I'm loving these DJs. I just all the music I hear, I go and look for it and find it, and then house music's been around for a long time. Don't get me wrong, but the type of house that's even big room house today didn't exist 4 years ago.
Sure did.
And it's insane how it changed over a few years. And if I had that back then, oh my God, I probably would have been DJing a festival by now.
Yeah, man. I just think it's crazy just to think, it just feels like it wasn't that long ago, it was just everyone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What we're listening to now is it's techno, or I have some people, I actually took an Uber yesterday, dude. This guy's like, oh, you're a promoter, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm a promoter. Thanks, Uber.
No, I gotta mention to you though. Think about it though, because you look at music, and even when you start at a young age, over the time, you get progressively better and better.
Yeah.
And if you work with people, you network and everything, it gets so much more fun because you open up connections to other things. And you look at it like you, for example, you're big dome, rocking it out every weekend, having a good time.
Yeah.
I saw your videos last night, which I was laughing. Borges was the shit. I love him because he actually spams me on Twitter and Instagram sometimes, so it's funny as hell. And when you're being a DJ or producer in the kind of entertainment, the younger you are, the better you are when you get older, because at the same time it's stipulation, because when you're younger, you have to hold on to that tight grip of entertaining people for so much longer, but you learn so much more at a younger age, and over the time you develop this whole new mindset and figure out ways of keeping that entertainment going, so it grows on you. Since I was 15, that's how I looked at it, and I always, my whole mentality, my motto was work hard and play hard, and I actually wear one of those shirts all the time, but that's how it was ever since I was 15 years old, and EDM just exploded in the last few years, and I love every minute of it.
Yeah, man, it's taken off to another place I can't even explain. I'm just everywhere. I walked in McDonald's, they're rocking out some Zed and then Sweet House Mafia. I was like, in McDonald's? Are you kidding me?
Hey, McDonald's, yeah, you think that's bad. You go to a local diner, and they're dropping some old school late 90s, early 2000s freestyle mixes, and you're like, whoa, this is awesome. And then you go to another place, they're playing some Hardwell and Sunnery James and other people, and you're like, what the hell is that? You know, like, this is a loungy place, not a crazy turn up the minute I eat.
Yeah, man. So let's keep it going here. So I know you've done some TV and entertainment. So what TV or entertainment avenues has STEVEO CAPPAS been a part of in the past or present, and how did those experiences enhance your life as a DJ/producer?
Now that I think about it, so much with the acting career, I did do it a little bit, and I had fun with it because I did do background and I did some scenes and stuff like this. I think the biggest role I had was I was actually a DJ for 2 nightclub scenes in the show Person of Interest, which was pretty funny. And I also was in another scene of a nightclub that was supposed to be dancing with the main actress, but they cut that scene out, which I was kind of mad about. But it's funny, I get called for the nightclub scenes, and the nightclub scenes, like the couple times I did them, they were a lot of fun, and it makes you like look like when you're like you're not going crazy. You're having a good time, because you're pretending that it's actually happening. Yeah. And people realize, if you're on a TV set, there's so much work behind it. Mm-hmm. It drives you just as crazy as being a DJ, because you could be sitting there and they'll tell you to do this, this, and this, and then you got to remember that, the next time you do the scene. Mm-hmm. And it's just the same thing like being a DJ, because think about practicing, how you turn knobs, how you fade in and out, how you mix things up, and it's that also helps because it builds a consistency for you to learn, and you keep adapting as you go, but at the same time you don't forget anything because you keep doing it repetitively and over a long time. I'm not gonna lie, when I first started I sucked. Now I'm not saying I'm the best, but maybe one day I will be, but I have my hopes on doing it, because even the entertainment for music versus TV, it's so different, but at the same time it's so much fun. And if you do it consistently, if you're acting and you're alright, you're one of the best actors in this TV show, whether you're the DJ or you're the driver of the limo who makes side comments and they're pretty funny. That's all. That's all it is basically, because it's entertainment. You got to keep everyone entertained. And some of the stuff that I've done in the past, I would love to do it again, and maybe do something crazier that I could actually incorporate more of my DJing into. If I could do that, I would sign up. Give me a waiver, I'll sign it right now.
Well, if you guys are looking for an actor, hit up STEVEO CAPPAS.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Oh, man.
So explain everyone real quick, dude. The ECKK tribute. I mean, that's actually about how I found you. I was going through SoundCloud, jamming out,
Yes, I remember that. I do remember that. You messaged me on SoundCloud, I believe. Yeah. Or messaged me on something else. I know that's what actually sparked you to talk to me, and that was funny. Because what I was thinking about that track, it's actually, the ECKK stands for the East Coast Candy Kids, which is a group on it's a group on Facebook, and I'm quite friendly with some of them. Some of them came out to, I did a show at Pasha with Matthew Coma, and some of them came out, and it was a big thing, and some of them were asking, hey, do you have any tracks for us? I was like, here, have some, and then I got an idea. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a tribute to these guys. They're pretty cool, they're awesome and stuff like that. And I was friends with, the guys and girls that run the group, so they were like, oh, sure, why not, do whatever. And I did it, and, next thing I know, the things, all over the place, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I think even Tumblr. Somebody followed me on Tumblr and tagged me, and I didn't even know people use Tumblr anymore.
Dude, that is my secret weapon, by the way. That is Big Dome's secret weapon. Tumblr, yeah, man.
That is the blogging website of the year.
Website of the year. I actually, if you go there right now, hit me up, BigDome53 /Tumblr. I have the Electric Vibes Radio Season 1 and 2, promo videos at the top. Actually, right now,
you know, I'm gonna go on Tumblr later and try to activate my account.
You have to activate it because right now it's actually, you go to my Tumblr, dude. The show is blasting live, so people can hear the show while they're going through my Tumblr. It's amazing. Like, dude, this is hooked up. It's not like a normal Tumblr where you just see pictures. Like, you see my pictures, you see the Instagram videos, but this radio station is actually online.
I think the most used item in my phone is, I know, like, you have the apps for all these things. Yeah. Like, you have Facebook. Like, obviously, because I get the notifications from my DJ page.
Yeah.
And I have people comment, share, and it's just like my phone rings, and it's like I keep forgetting to do it, but at the same time, if I turn it off, then I know I'm not gonna like be thinking about it, and then when I look at it, I'm gonna have over like 400 notifications because like I have emails flying in and out and stuff like that. It's insanity. Yeah. But when you're in this kind of like lifestyle and you want to do stuff, it drives you nuts because when you post a track, you got people messaging me, "Hey, can I download this? Can you send it to me?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Like, yeah, take it or whatever if you want it." Like, I don't mind giving out my music sometimes, depending on what it is.
Right.
That goes with me saying my manager would kill me if I I have a couple IDs. Yeah, he was hesitant about the tribute track, but because it was for the group. Yeah. He had no problem with it. Like, certain tracks that, like, I offer on my SoundCloud now, if, like, I gave them out for free, he would kill me. But, like, if I actually, like, go through a process and see what happens, then, like, if it's a track that might hit, then it's not going to be, like, for free download. If it's, like, a track that it's, like, a good track, but no one expects it to do anything because, like, in this case, the East Coast Candy Kids track was just for them. It was a tribute. And next thing I know, I'm not going to lie, I was shocked when I woke up like a week and a half later and I have over 100,000 plays on this damn thing. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? It's a good track.
It was a really great track, and I just loved the way the melodies were incorporated. The sound was just powerful. I was just going through SoundCloud. I was like, who is this? Okay.
Thank you.
Like, I have to get him on the show. It was a must. I just
well, you know what? You're not the only one that has said that. People have. Everyone has their own style. Like, I don't want to like keep jumping off a little bit, but
that's fine, man.
Everybody has their own style with like making music, and like being a producer, you have to have your own style. Like sometimes you'll go back from like earlier works and like you thought that weren't good enough, but then you'll take it and change it, and it'll sound completely different. Yeah. And you'll be like, "Holy shit, this is awesome! I think people would like this." You show it to a few people, and they go, "Wow, these melodies or these synths or the beat, like." Oh my God, the bass, like kill me.
Yeah,
you got people that are like that. That's why.
Because they just love the vibes, man. And you definitely bring it in that track. So thanks, man, for making that. So let's come on a little bit some more. One of your quotes, I love what you put here. You said, "I live through music and through people playing my music." And can you explain, that statement to me? Telling Electric Vibes radio audience, what does that mean? Because that's a very profound statement. I know you didn't get that out of a book. So
well,
did you?
I know you definitely got that quote off my website.
I did. That's what I'm saying. I saw it. I was like, this is deep. I gotta ask him. Is this just something he just copied and pasted on here, or is this like a true statement?
Hey, I have no problem with that. I remember it because I actually wrote that myself, and then I sent it to somebody for a grammar check because I'm too busy to even look at it.
Right.
But to be honest, the way I was thinking about it is like when I say like I live through the music and through the people playing my music, is like when I go out to an event and I'm DJing, I forget about the whole world. I turn everything else off, and like you know how like you see those photos like posted somewhere, like it says "world off, music on."
Yeah.
In a way, it's the same thing for me, except when I'm performing, everything just slides to the back of my head, and I don't even think about it. It's like I'm in my own universe, and the people turning up, getting crazy, jumping up and down, and doing crazy stuff. Just like it makes me like I feel more alive.
Wow.
Knowing that there's that sense of like creativity and imagination that is also a part of the reality that I live in. Wow. Because the reality is everyone has a day job. You got to work. You got to go to school and everything. But when you're in a DJ booth and you're performing and you're playing the music that people are going to love and they love your music, that's more than enough for you to live. Just to be like, I love my life. I live through what I'm doing right now. I live through everything that these people are enjoying because they want this music. They want to have fun. They want to have a great time. Every time they come and see you perform, they're going to be like, holy shit, it gets better and better. Okay. Excuse my language, but...
That was